Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Gracious good morning to you good people. It's your girl KB. You know what I do and you know why I do it. It's Monday morning, September 29th, and it's 3:38 in the AM. I want to share another little tidbit with you. I am doing this to highlight a point about the general populace, the folks who don't see color, the folks who want to have the kumbaya, but you know, other people have to meet them where they are as opposed to us coming together. That part. That's why I don't subscribe to the kumbaya moments. I subscribe to the individual conversations that need to be had that hopefully changes perspectives. I subscribe to these videos that provide some insight. I'm not the spokesperson for all black people, but I can touch on subjects that we notice. How about that? Everybody has a different approach. My videos are about the majority of the things that irk me, such as the MSN browser that I've used forever since the discovery of salt and pepper. I've used MSN. They decided that they were going to announce the passing of the poet and novelist Maxine Claire. Okay. Older African American woman, short afro, very, very, I want to say, pleasing to the eye as an auntie. Her face is inviting. Her face says wisdom. So they announce her passing. Some people aren't literature folks. So we need to know what folks look like so we can just kind of delve into what they represent and how they show up. Because we are visually stimulated, and that's what pulls us. But they took a page, MSN took a page from, I guess, We All Look Alike. And they posted a picture of Auntie Maxine Waters. These are two different people, y'all. You are aware of this, right? I'm speaking to MSN. You are aware of this, right? So, you're eulogizing one person and you have a picture of another because you just went in the files and pulled out Maxine. Because you don't see color, you don't see race, you don't see people. And I'm going to stick with the you don't see people. And I'm going to share a story. Because I'm a jeans and t-shirt kind of girl. I always get, like I'm at the store and I'm buying something and somebody will say, well, thank you, sir. Because I keep my hair cut short. And it's like, I had a friend that could not understand why I got upset every time somebody did that, and I would read them. I said, that's because they didn't acknowledge You know, they didn't bother to look up long enough to acknowledge the individual who was patronizing their store. So your salary comes from my money. Not all of it. I understand that. But your salary comes from you providing a service to me. Now, as I am patronizing your store, I am putting money into the coffers. The very least you could do is look up long enough to acknowledge that you are providing a service to me. You know, and then they want to apologize profusely for misgendering me. I don't care about the misgendering. I really don't. That's not the issue. The fact is that you did not look up long enough to acknowledge that there is a person on the other side of this dollar bill. That's what I'm upset about. You know, I'm as andro as they get. Well, not with the short hair now, but yeah, that disturbs me, that we don't make people contact long enough. We don't have that sense of connection, that intimacy in conversation, or just in the exchange. It may be brief, but if I go in your store on a consistent basis, I don't expect you to know my name, although some people bother to do that. Like my mom, back in the day, she went to this particular butcher shop on a regular basis, and after a certain point, they acknowledged her by Mrs. So-and-so. The person began to get familiar with your presence. We've lost that. We've lost that sense of connection. You know, we become human versions of AI. This is what it should look like. Move on.